Ladies and gentlemen of the old world, I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to this community showdown. It's going to be the Lizardmen led by Charix facing off against the Warriors of Chaos, who shall be helmed by Anticity here on Borderlow Landing, and it looks like it is going to be a fairly standard Lizard build. Front line of Saurus with Lord Mazdamundi. So Mazdamundi pretty nice with his nets, certainly provides some good utility. A very nice battle toad, so the spells he's going to be bringing to the table are Apotheosis and Nets of Amidtalk, as well as Harmonic Convergence. Most likely to use this on a unit of like Cold One Knights when they engage against Blood Beasts, something cost effective. We will see how the big Toad Man is going to do. So in the back, we do have a single solar engine, which is, I think, pretty good against Anticity's playstyle. He really likes a lot of mobility, although in this case, yeah, he does have the Hellstrider. I was about to say, he really likes his mobility. Where is it? In the backfield, we have two Hellstriders of Slaanesh parked on the objective. So, having the solar engine just kind of parked between the middle objective and your back objective here certainly will be very nice for like poking them off and making sure they just can't sit there and troll you for free. Rest of the army is going to be Saurus and some skink cohorts in the back. And now for Anticity here, the Kraken King. He's going to be coming in strong with Archaon the Everchosen. Gotta love to see it. Archaon going to be rocking Burning Head to get rid of the skinks and Saurus. Armored Chaos Trolls and Forsaken. He's a big Forsaken enjoyer, and they do really well at cutting through Saurus equivalents and skink equivalents, but they really suffer really badly at being focused by Feral Cold Ones and any sort of monstrous infantry. But it's a fair trade-off. With good micro, these things have almost 50 speed. So you can usually pick your engagements with them and do pretty well. So it's going to be Archaon. Aspiring Champions are also a great choice here. They're very tough to remove off the objective. And, each one of the individual Aspiring Champions has a hell of a lot of HP. So getting that capture weight off the objective takes a lot of stopping power, right? So out of the gates, we are going to be seeing the objective 2 in the middle. Going to the Warriors of Chaos just barely. Archaon going to be coming over. Maybe a Burning Head opportunity here when these guys retreat to kind of cast one as they run, but most likely not. Anticity will make sure to get one that's a little bit more guaranteed in terms of value. And now in the back objective, we do see him popping in with his Hellstriders, just kind of trolling the objectives. And that will be forcing a couple of these skinks to sit back here. As we do see the first Burning Head come in. Really nice one there by the Kraken King. Beautiful, right down the pipe. It does kind of take a weird drift at the end, though, although nope, goes right back and through those Saurus, so good HP damage, and now they're going to be engaged versus Aspiring Champions, which, of course, will be favored for the Aspiring Champions. They will be able to defeat Saurus Warriors, probably. It's a long grind, but we will see. Ooh, Mazdamundi with the Ruination of Cities. Oh, man, that second kind of a volley of the Ruination getting a ton of damage against the other Forsaken unit, so that was a really good one. The Battletoad showing what's up for sure. So Hell Cannon in the back going to be shooting in, and what is it targeting right now? It looks like it's shooting into the Saurus Warriors, which is a good target. Mazdamundi is definitely going to need some bodyguards. Archaon can kind of hunt him down and bully him now if there's not going to be any mass for the dinos. And oh, the Geltblom's Terror! Dude, I didn't know this was coming. Sign me the hell up for this. And I mean, is the Carnosaur meta upon us? I don't know. The dreaded Jurassic Park meta. All right, so we do see the Armored Chaos Trolls back there getting Space Jam slammed, and they're going to be breaking from being shot by the Solar Engine, which of course does fire damage. And is the T-Rex just going to be hunting down Archaon? He does get hit with a net of Amidtalk, going to be locked down for another 14 seconds, and oh, Jurassic Park, baby, let's go. So yeah, T-Rex is here and does actually make contact with Archaon. Now, Archaon will be able to fight back well, but Anticity did not bring Slayer of Kings, so it won't be as gnarly of a punch back, but the T-Rex also has access to healing. Oh, that's going to be such a good Burning Head. Man, I love watching this style of the game. So good. But the Chameleon Skank's going to be getting cooked right there. These ones going to be running for the hills. Meanwhile, Archaon the Everchosen continues battling it out versus Geltblom's Terror, dropping the atomic tail slap there. Apotheosis activated, but unfortunately for Charix, the Geltblom's Terror is going to be on fire here. And now we are going to be getting the Hellstriders of Slaanesh concaving in. Anticity had been harassing with them on the flank, kind of trundling on the back objective, and he actually does find success back here, using the Hellstriders in just massive numbers to take down the skink cohorts. The back objective is going to be flipping there. Now, will the T-Rex get away? The Saurus Warriors will be able to hold off the advancing Hellstriders, and it looks like they do. As far as the objective of the middle goes, dinosaurs do have it. Cold-blooded, and Apotheosis able to keep the big T-Rex stable, and now come out the Cold One Spear Riders, which of course will be pretty cost-effective against the Hellstriders. But yeah, Anticity really good with his mobile play here. Back up in the middle, Warriors of Chaos have broken through the battle lines. We do see the Saurus Warriors folding under the wrath of the Forsaken. Forsaken going to be running up, and unironically, Forsaken are actually probably the best infantry unit for the Warriors of Chaos on tabletop as well. Very good. They have some really fun rules. So running in the backfield here, we do see the Blood Beasts of Khorne pursuing, but being kited by all of these skinks here is very cost-effective for Charix. Now back up in the brick fight, we do see the Geltblom's Terror trapped up by the Hellstriders, but they do not stand alone. Cold One Spear Riders Really, really good armor piercing against the Forsaken as well. If they can get a little bit of a stat buff, we'll have to see. And the Gelblom's Terror are going to be bouncing over here, going after the Hellstriders. And we're going to see if it can break those off. But yeah, definitely a heavy pit fight here. Harmonic Convergence going to kind of help compensate for the lower combat stats on the Feral Cold Ones. Because normally you're paying for armor piercing and damage, but not good combat stats. That's their weak point. But with the Harmonic Convergence on them for, I think it's like 20 seconds or so. That would be a good change, by the way. If Creative Assembly were to buff like damage spells, I think that, not buff damage spells, excuse me, the exact opposite. If they were to buff spells and debuff spells by just increasing their duration, I think they would be a little bit more viable compared to just direct damage spells, which are just like mouth breathing Unga Bunga, right? So Forsaken here do get slapped by another Ruination of Cities. We do see the Hell Cannon, the Soul of Damnation, shooting in from downtown, still providing fire support, but the Gelblom's Terror is providing a nice anchor. And yeah, like I said, it's a good armor-piercing fighter, so if it needs to rip through Forsaken and infantry on the ground, it certainly can. Archaon has moved over to the other side, and we do see the Warriors of Chaos do have a triple cap right now. Dinosaurs in the process of trying to get their home objective back, but Anticity, ever the cackling villain here with his Hellstriders, going to be trying to run them down. But the Chameleon Skinks should be able to win that, I think, even in their tattered state. Yep, cohorts coming up. And now we get the Razordon Hunting Packs. So Razordon Hunting Packs will be a pretty excellent tool if you can keep them from getting wrecked by Hellstriders, which is certainly going to be not easy. There are some Hellstriders here. Granted, I think most of them are kind of on the field or very tattered right now, so you might not have the Hellstriders to call in. Value trading does favor Charix, and with healing taken into account, I think he actually has a pretty considerable lead in value on the battlefield. The Warriors of Chaos look like they're buckling pretty hard in the middle, and the game is still close enough that either player could grab this middle objective and just kind of hunker down on that for the rest of the game, right, and get the dub. In the back, Hellstriders taken down by the Chameleon Skinks, cohorts arriving, and the Cold and Spear Riders trying to fight off the Forsaken. But their stat line is pretty pitiful against infantry without things like Harmonic Convergence. If they charge infantry, they at least get their charge bonus for a duration, which kind of helps. But in sustained combat, 26 melee attack is not going to be great against these guys. Granted, the Razordon Hunting Packs will, and they have zeroed in on the Forsaken, who are running into the tree lines. A very, very juicy target there, as the Dinosaurs do manage to just get complete dominance over the middle objective. Anticity really looking to be on the back foot right here, as we do see another Bastillodon Solar Engine shooting into the Hellstriders downtown, and the rest of the Chameleon Skinks and company have moved up and are cackling pretty hard on the point. It's going to be a tough comeback. Granted, the Hell Cannon is going to be a tool that's going to be very nice for a comeback, although it is just the regular variant, so it doesn't have an obscene amount of ammunition. The fancy one, the ROR, I believe, this one has 25 shots. I think the fancy one has like 40 and does more damage. Granted, this one is 400 gold less, something in that ballpark. So, if you want to get it out quicker, and then you're going to get a refund when you unsummon it, of course, as well. Same with the fancy one, but yeah, we do see the Warriors of Chaos under pressure. Really, really like the Solar Engine focus fire. And I think the Solar Engine's, I don't know, we just like teleported across the map there. I think the Solar Engine's, it actually seems like a nice tech against Warriors of Chaos, because Marauder Horsemen, Trolls, Blood Beasts, the Skirmish Cav, the Hellstriders, there's like a lot of things that the Solar Engine's going to be quite exceptional against. So I think that's quite good. And now we see the Dinosaurs going for a triple cap, actually. So it is going to be Chameleon Skinks moving back here with Feral Cold Ones. And can the Warriors of Chaos resurge here? We'll do a little bit of fast forwarding, but I seriously doubt it. This game looks like it could be a wrap on it. And who would have thought, like, the T-Rex was a big menace, right? Like, it got healed, it sponged a lot of damage. And normally Archaon would just be kind of doing whatever he pleases, but with the Gelblom's Terror lurking around here, only 1100 value, but, it still has a lot more to give. Yeah, that thing actually was not bad, which is weird. Trolls getting nailed by the Solar Engine, maybe going to be tanking their leadership down. The back objective has been taken, so now we do see the Dinos, and this is going to be the last surge of chaos. Now, certainly an opportunity if Archaon can make some plays. If he can go big and maybe take down the T-Rex while maintaining a bit of HP for himself, maybe start to bully the Battletoad after that, we'll have to see. So double Hellstriders have been called out. Razordon Hunting Pack going to be zeroing into them and throwing in some nice darts and doing some respectable HP damage. The back objective, we do see a cohort hanging out there. Wow, Razordon really, really doing some serious work. So here comes the Cold One Spear Riders, which should win pretty heavily against Hellstriders simply because of their armor. And the Feral Cold Ones should be able to, with the infantry support here, defeat this unit. Razordon Hunting Pack, of course, doesn't want this smoke. Anticity with another good burning head, able to get several units there. We do see the T-Rex going after Archaon. So here comes the Gelblom's Terror. Got to be nibbling away at the Everchosen. Everchosen here sitting at 3100 HP, so there's nothing can match the power of Jurassic Park. We have not got too many replays of the T-Rexes, but I feel like in the past couple months I've been seeing them a little bit more. I don't know what it is, but maybe it is time for the forbidden T-Rex meta. So in the back, it looks like the Hellstriders were dispatched not easily. Casualties were taken on these Razordon hunting packs, but overall it looks pretty advantageous for the dinosaurs. And we do see Archon getting very, very low. So even if the T-Rex does fall here and is to get routed, it has already done a very good job. It's probably sitting at, a lot of value now, 2,100 just from bullying Archon. Hitting him pretty much every time. I mean, this thing has crazy high melee attack and a big anti-large bonus. And Archon is, of course, on his horseback. So Saurus Warrior is going to be coming in to reinforce. Anticity going in with the Hellstriders. Very aggressive dive. Going to be running him to javelins, but does get some damage on the Battletoad. Another burning head going to be coming down the pipe on the various skinks here. And Archeon sitting at 1,000 HP. And the Gelblom's Terror Harmonic Convergence, 83, 93 melee attack. T-Rex is here, and he is pissed, baby. So we do see 755 HP as the Gelblom's Terror continues to feast. Cold-blooded activated, so that's going to be 16 leadership, and of course we'll stop any rampaging shenanigans, although I don't know if this thing rampages. It's Primal Instincts, and yeah, it does have Predatory Fighter. Okay, so it is able to do that. So will the T-Rex get the kill? Archeon at 200 HP, the Battle of the Ages. This is how the end times should have been stopped. They should have just gotten a T-Rex and brought it to fight Archeon. That would have done the job. All right, so Gelblom's Terror getting her done. That is going to be ending the game, the epic finale, the duel between the two titans there. On the back objective, Feral Cold Ones and Skinks duking it out, and they should be able to win that. And Battletoad looking pretty healthy, so the Sweet Siren of Lustria still going strong. Warriors of Chaos basically down on the field. You can see some aspiring champions and some Forsaken in here, but the old ones are not messing around. It was a good battle, back and forth, some nice shenanigans to the back objectives. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what you would do differently with Warriors of Chaos. For me, against Lizardmen, I always bring Valkia when I play Warriors of Chaos. She's really annoying at chasing down the Bastillodon equivalents, chasing the Battletoads, but more importantly, she can harry down the skirmishers, like the Salamander hunting packs and whatnot. And then you go with like a Buna caster, you fade a Buna on the elite Cav, right? But I mean, I think that this works too. Anticity's build was good. The Hellstriders are menacing. The Armored Chaos Troll is kind of disappointing, as were the Blood Beasts, but Archie did good, 3,200 value on him. And in the back, we actually had a Slanesh caster. Ooh, okay, that's a good tech, right? Because I was talking about casting Fate of Bune on the Salamanders and alpha striking them with Valkia. But he probably just calls out, if he's having problems, he calls out the Chaos Sorcerer of Slanesh and rampages them into the Hellstriders, which is very, very viable. So yeah, GG well played. Really, really fun match between these two mighty champions. And we will see you guys on the other side.